Okay, good morning. Well, it's morning here, but good evening, good afternoon, hello, wherever you are. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late today. I had to go somewhere this morning and the traffic was much worse than it usually is. So it took me about 15 extra minutes to get home this morning. I can see one person here. I see Ria. All day I've waited to watch this live video, and I think it is worth the wait for sure. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that. And I hope that I will not disappoint you. Elvira, hello. Evelyn, hello. Umit, hello. Tohidor, Raman, Jankar, hello. Lots of people from YouTube today. Hello, everybody. Sarah, hello. Ali, hello. May, hello. Zahir Salim, hello, hello. Or Zahir, okay, Zahir, hello. Anel, hello. Swat, hello. Okay, lots of people. Hello, hello. Okay, so we've got about 170 people here right now. So let's get started with our lesson. So today we're just going to talk for about 30 to 45 minutes, not longer than that, because I do have a very busy day today. And as you have probably noticed, our topic for today is sometimes, sometime, and sometime. And we're just going to get started with it. Um, and we will do that like this. So this is the first word that we are talking about today. Also, right now, I cannot see your comments right now. I could see them earlier, but right now, while I have this on the screen, I'm not looking at the comments right now. So sometimes has an S on the end. If we pronounce it very clearly, the final S might sound like more like a Z, but in conversation, we often don't pronounce it that clearly. However, we do need to hear the S. You can't say sometime. Sometime is a different word. This word needs to have the S on the end. And I'm really focusing on this point right now because in many countries, one example, Thailand, people do not pronounce the S, and you need to pronounce the S. Sometimes, sometimes. Actually, I want you to repeat after me right now. Please repeat after me. Sometimes. Very good. So, what is sometimes? Sometimes is used to talk about frequency. When someone asks you, how often do you do this thing? How often do you go there? How often do you eat ice cream? How often do you watch movies? We can use sometimes. However, in many situations, it's not a good answer because it's not very clear. What is sometimes? Some teachers will tell you that sometimes means 50% of the time, but that's not true. That's just a really simple way of thinking about it, but it's not really true. Sometimes basically just means maybe yes, maybe no. Kind of like maybe. Like one day I do, one day I don't. 2 days I don't, one day I do. It's not clear. It's not clear how often we do this thing, but we do it sometimes. So if someone asks you, how often you do something. It's usually better to say, I do it 1 day per week, 2 times per day, 3 times per month. That information is going to be more helpful. Sometimes is not really helpful because it is not clear. It's not specific. It doesn't give any real details. So, when someone asks you a question, how often you do something, I don't recommend using sometimes. However, if you are just giving someone general information, it's okay to use sometimes. Um, for example, I don't usually drink alcohol, but sometimes I do. That basically means that it is not a normal part of my routine, but maybe one day you might see that person drinking alcohol. Don't be surprised if you do. Um, or sometimes I spend a lot of time writing my videos, and sometimes I don't. So sometimes I spend 8 hours writing a video, and sometimes I only spend 1 hour writing a video. Again, it's not really clear if I usually spend more time or usually spend less time. It's not clear because I use sometimes, which is not clear. But yeah, hopefully, I assume that most of you already know what this means. I'm just giving you this little explanation in case you don't. But really, what's important right now is that sometimes has an S on the end. So, one more thing. Sometimes can be at the beginning of the sentence. For example, sometimes example. Sometimes I, just stupid example. Sometimes I eat pizza. You can put sometimes at the beginning of the sentence before the subject. Here, I'll put it on the screen for you also. So we can do this. Sometimes I eat pizza. Sometimes is the first word in the sentence before the subject. But we can also do this. I sometimes eat pizza. This is correct also. It means the same thing. It doesn't matter which one you do. So here, sometimes is between the subject and the verb. Subject, sometimes, verb. I sometimes eat pizza. But you can also do this. I eat pizza sometimes. So here it's at the end of the sentence. You can also do this. It means the same thing. So you can say, sometimes I eat pizza. I sometimes eat pizza. Or I eat pizza sometimes. They're all correct. They all mean the same thing. So now I would like each of you to tell me something that you do sometimes. And you can write it in the comments. Nasser Morgan, very helpful explanation. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Oops, that's not the one. I sometimes travel alone. Wisdom Voyager. Okay, very good example. I sometimes travel alone on your voyages. I feel very bad sometimes. I'm sorry to hear that. But at the same time, remember, you are human and that's okay. We all feel very bad sometimes. But good example. If your example does not have the S, you need to have the S on sometimes, sometimes, sometimes. For example, this one does not have the S, so this one is not correct. Thank you for writing the sentence and thank you for introducing yourself. But remember, sometimes needs to have the S on the end. Hello, sometimes I eat pizza. It is nice. So you used sometimes correctly, but there are a few problems with this sentence. First, this should not be one sentence. This should be three sentences. Hello, period. End of the sentence. Sometimes I eat pizza, period. End of the sentence. It is nice, period. End of the sentence. So, like this. Hello. Sometimes I eat pizza. It is nice. So you used sometimes correctly, but each of those sentences needs a period at the end, and I needs to be capitalized. It needs to be a capital I, or you can call it an uppercase I, or if you are speaking to a child, you can say a big I. Ava, I see you are still in Chiang Mai. Hello, hello. I sometimes watch fun videos. Perfect, perfect. And I hope that this video is one of those fun videos. I hope that this is not a boring video. Sometimes I watch Netflix. Good. And this person included a comma. Whether or not you include the comma here is up to you because we often include a comma when we introduce something in the beginning, but when it's really short, when it's just one word, you don't need to, but you can if you want to. Sometimes I go to sleep very late. Good. I sometimes lack of confidence. Okay, so good, good, good. Almost correct. You used sometimes correctly. However, lack, when it is a verb, no of. So we don't say lack of confidence. We say, I sometimes lack confidence. No of. You can use lack of, but that is when you use lack as a noun. So, for example, I sometimes have a lack of confidence. I wouldn't normally say it this way because this is longer than it needs to be. There's no reason to say it this way because usually you can just say, I sometimes lack confidence. But yes, you can use lack of, but it needs to be followed, or it needs to be using lack as a noun to have a lack of confidence. So again, sometimes needs to have an S on the end. Sometimes I go swimming. Good, but you do need a period at the end of the sentence. I sometimes eat fruit. Very good. I sometimes drink coffee with milk and sometimes without it. I don't think we would say sometimes do something and sometimes without it, but I think you could say it like, I sometimes drink coffee with milk and I sometimes drink coffee without it. So if I use sometimes on both sides of the and, I would include the verb again. I sometimes drink coffee with milk and I sometimes drink coffee without milk. But you use sometimes correctly. Good. Sometimes I watch your videos. Very good. Okay, so I think we understand sometimes. I'm still seeing some comments that are using sometime, and that's worrying me a little bit because I think I've made it very clear that we need to have the S on sometimes. Sometimes has an S on the end. But most people seem to understand it. So now we are going to talk about this word, sometime. And this is why the S on this one needs to have S, because this one does not have S. And this one without S has a very different meaning. This does not mean the same thing. So sometime is about one time. One time. It's not about frequency. It is about one time. For example, I will call you sometime tomorrow. Let me put that on the screen for you. I will call you sometime tomorrow. So this word sometime, again, it's not sometimes because sometimes is for frequency, and that is not what we are doing right now. Sometime, no S, means I'm not 100% sure what time. I don't know what time, but maybe 5 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock. I don't know. Sometime. I will call you sometime tomorrow. So please keep your phone on all day because I'm not sure what time I'm going to call you, but I will call you sometime. Let's do one more example from me first. Um, they arrived sometime yesterday. This means they arrived yesterday. But I'm not telling you exactly what time. Maybe because I don't know, maybe I don't remember, or maybe it's just not very important and we don't need to say exactly what time. So, sometime. They arrived sometime yesterday. Maybe it was in the morning, maybe it was at noon, maybe it was in the afternoon. We don't know. It's not really important. We don't know. I forget. I'm not telling you what time. Sometime. So I would like you all to send me some sentences with this word, sometime. Again, it's one word and there is no S on the end. Okay. I'm still seeing all of the sentences with sometimes. I'm not yet seeing. Okay, okay, I'm seeing some of them now. Let's see. First one. They hope to travel abroad sometime in the coming years. Good. Yeah, which means they hope to travel abroad in the future. They don't know exactly when. Good. Very good. I visit you sometime next week. Evelyn, there is one problem with this one, and that is that next week is the future. So it should be, I will visit you sometime next week, or I'm going to visit you sometime next week. But yeah, sometime. I will bring provisions sometime tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. Good. We don't know exactly what time tomorrow. Sometime I will share with you the information. So this one is using sometime correctly. However, I wouldn't say I will share with you something. It should be I will share something with you. Sometime I will share the information with you. Or I will share the information with you sometime. I miss your English online class sometime. Good, but oh no, no. This one should be sometimes. This one should have the S because this one is about maybe yes, maybe no, maybe yes, maybe no. So here you are talking about frequency. So it should be sometimes. I miss your online English class sometimes. This one needs the S. The next live video will be next Tuesday sometime. In this case, I would switch it to be sometime next Tuesday. Sometime next Tuesday, sometime tomorrow, sometime yesterday. When you're using sometime with another time, put it first. Sometime tomorrow, sometime last week, sometime next year. So sometime next Tuesday. But I like this example and the information is correct. The next live video will be sometime next Tuesday because my live videos are always on Tuesdays. Quanrity, we should meet sometime. So this one almost correct. It should be meet, meet. We should meet sometime. But yeah, good. If it were about the past, we could say we met sometime. We met sometime 2 years, sometime. That sounds weird. We met sometime last year. I don't remember exactly what month it was, but we met sometime last year. But when you're using should, it's about the future. So we should meet sometime. And you guys are giving me a lot of really good examples. Obviously, I'm not going to read all of them because there are a lot and we have limited time, but I'm happy to see that most people understand it. I want to go back to Bangkok again sometime. Perfect. Very good. Very good. I will go to the USA sometime this year. You used sometime correctly, sometime this year. However, USA always needs the. The USA, the UK. Um, Anytime that you have an acronym or letters, USA, UK, something like that, you need the before it. Okay, so it looks like you all understand how to use this. So now we're going to go to the last one, and that is sometime, which is 2 words. Give me one moment. I need to drink something. So sometime, 2 words. Sounds almost the same. Sometime, 1 word. There's a little bit more stress on the, is that correct? First syllable. Sometime. Sometime. Whereas this one, there's a little bit more stress on the second syllable. Sometime. I need some time. But honestly, it's not that important. People will understand you even if you pronounce them 100% the same. Excuse me. So this one, sometime. This one means an amount of time. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 days, maybe 10 years. We don't know because we didn't say. We just said some time. So here, some time means an amount of time, but we haven't specified exactly what the amount is. Some time. For example, for example, if someone asks you to make a decision and you are not ready to make the decision right now, you could say this. I need some time to think. Oh, I need missing 1 word. Sorry. Mistake, mistake. We all make mistakes. I need some time to think about it. That means I'm not going to give you an answer right now. I need to think about it first. Please give me some time. I need some time. Basically, it just means time, time. The word some says, I'm not telling you exactly how much, just some time. I need some time to think about it. Maybe I'll call you back in 1 or 2 days. Please give me some time. Let's see if I can think of another example. It's going to take some time. This means it's not going to be finished immediately. You're going to need to wait a little bit. It's not going to be done right now. It's going to take some time. You might need to wait 5 minutes. You might need to wait 2 hours. You might need to wait 5 years. It depends what you are talking about. Usually, it will be a little bit clear from the context, from the situation. You will understand whether it means 10 minutes or 10 years. That should be easy to understand from the rest of the conversation. It's going to take some time. It's not going to happen right now. And I'll try to give you one more example because this one, I think it is a little bit more difficult. Um, There is still some time if you want to take a nap. Maybe your friend or your husband or your wife or your child or anybody. Um, you're about to go somewhere, and someone who you're going to go with is a little bit tired. Maybe they want to take a nap. You could tell them, there is still some time if you want to take a nap. We're not leaving right now. Maybe we have 15 minutes until we leave. So if you want to take a 10-minute nap, you can do that. We still have some time. There's still some time left. We still have some time. Okay, so now I would like to see some of your examples in the comments. And this one, I think it is a little bit more difficult, but let's see. Okay, we already have a lot. I have to actually go up in the comments to see where they started. Oh, very good. It looks like people do understand this. Very good. Let's start with this one. I need to finish my tasks soon so I can spend some time with my family. Very good. Very good, Lewis. Um, spend some time with my family. Maybe it's 10 minutes. Maybe it's 3 hours. We don't know. Some time. Very good. Every weekend, I spend some time reading literature books. I don't know if I would say literature books. I'd probably just say books or just say literature. It depends what exactly you mean, but you used some time correctly. Very good. I need some time to think it over. Very good, Eva. So think it over means think about it, try to decide if it's good or bad, and make a decision. Very good. It will take some time to finish this project. Very good. You should spend some time with your children to understand them. Very good. It takes some time to reach there. Good. I feel like in this sentence, get would be a much more natural choice than reach. So I would probably say it takes some time to get there. But this is not wrong. This is still okay. Very good. I need some time to take a nap to feel wonderful. Very good, Evelyn. So this one is a little bit confusing. I don't think I would say this because in this one, it sounds like you're using sometime one word to talk about when. I need to relax sometime. Maybe tomorrow, maybe this afternoon, maybe this evening. So I wouldn't use sometime two words here. What you could do is say, I need some time to relax. I'm very busy. I don't have any free time. I need some time to relax. Or instead of saying some time, you could say for a bit. I need to relax for a bit. I guess you could say I need to relax for some time, but I've never heard anybody say that. I need some time to finish my exam. Very good, but you need a period at the end of the sentence, but overall, very good. We spend some time doing the housework. Good. Um, it feels a bit strange, a bit unnatural to use this in present tense. Um, I'd probably just say we do some housework every week or we do some housework every day. But if you were talking about the past, it would feel more natural. We spent some time doing the housework yesterday. Or maybe about the future. We're going to spend some time doing the housework tomorrow. But it doesn't feel like a normal thing to say in present tense. But you understand sometime correctly. Learning English takes some time. Very good. I love this example. Um, so, again, when we say sometime, it often means don't expect it to be fast. It's not going to happen suddenly. It's not going to happen immediately. It's not going to be finished tomorrow. It takes some time. So often, some time actually sounds like a long time. Don't expect it to be done tomorrow. It's going to take some time. It might not be fast. Very good. Um, Renz Garcia, you keep sending the same one and it's not correct. Please don't send like 111. Please don't send the same thing a million times. That is not helpful. Um, it makes it very difficult for me to read the comments when you do this, but this is not correct. You want to use the one word one. So this one, be careful. I need some time to take decision. So you used some time correctly, but decision is a countable noun. So it needs to be a decision. Also, we don't take decisions, we make decisions. So you used some time correctly, but it should be I need some time to make a decision. I need some time to make a decision. And I see a lot of people using it incorrectly in the comments. A lot of people are not using it correctly. Um, so if you are just joining right now, I recommend that when we finish, you go back to the beginning of the video and you watch this again so that you understand the difference between sometimes, sometime, and sometime. Because right now it looks like a lot of people do not understand it. A lot of people do, but also a lot of people don't. So if you think that you might not understand the difference 100%, please watch the video again after we are done here. Because I have explained the difference and I think I have explained it very clearly. Okay, I like this one. Mario Rodriguez. Sometimes it takes some time to make a decision. Very good. I like how you use sometimes to talk about frequency and you used some time to talk about an amount of time. Very good. And make a decision. Good. I miss you sometime, teacher. So thank you, but this one is actually not correct. Um, This one should be sometimes one word to talk about frequency. This day I miss you, this day I don't. This day I miss you, this day I don't. Sometimes I miss you sometimes, teacher. But thank you. But yeah, like I said, we were only going to do 30 to 45 minutes today, and this has already been 41 minutes. So we are going to stop here. But I do want to remind everyone I do these live videos every Tuesday, and I announce the time in advance because it's not the same time every Tuesday. I do live videos sometime on Tuesday each week, but it's not always the same time. That's why it's sometime on Tuesday. However, I do tell you the time, usually 24 to 48 hours beforehand. So if you are on Facebook, make sure that you are following my page and you have selected favorites in your follow settings. That makes it so that you will see when I announce the time. Also, if you are watching from YouTube, you can go to the top of my YouTube channel on Sunday or Monday, go to the top of the YouTube channel and click on Community. Community is where you see the things that I write. So usually on Sunday or Monday, I write a post on YouTube that tells you what time the live video will be. So on Sunday or Monday, go to the top of my YouTube channel, go to community and look at the post that I have written. That is how you will know what time the live video will be. But yeah, I'm glad to see that you all have practiced writing these sentences. Overall, very good job. There was some confusion at the end, but that's normal. We're learning. We're going to make some mistakes. That's fine. But yeah, that is all for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating. And don't forget, I have new videos on Sundays and Thursdays, live videos on Tuesdays, but normal videos on Sundays and Thursdays. Thank you all for joining and have a wonderful day or wonderful evening or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye.